Good morning. Pathworking the Tarot, day 21. The Queens. So let's put all the knights over here with the pages. And since I've added this deck into the trumps, 2, 3, 4, that should be all the queen. Whoop. There's the queens. I'm short a king. How am I short a king? For later. I will have to find what I did with the king. That is curious. Okay, let's just do this. Intuitively, so we have, starting with Bunsen burners, Carl Sagan. Queens are storytellers. The Queen of Scalpels, Ernst Heckler. Beakers, John Muir. Ooh, I love John Muir. And magnifiers, Frank Oppenheimer. Yes. And let's put down the queens for the Star Tarot, which is the book that I've kind of been using too. I have put covers on so many of my books. So there's the Queen of Wands from the Star Tarot. Swords or scalpels in my other deck, science deck. Cups or beakers. Pentacles or magnifiers. I probably didn't hold those long enough or steady enough for it to focus. And I'm going to take a minute to read Spell Potions and Books and Tarot's post. So I'm going to pause this for a minute. Okay. So I read her bit. The Queens. And today is my birthday. I guess the Queens are a good one to do on my birthday. So let's jot down the order they popped out in and who we have. Carl Sagan, the Queens. In this deck, the Queens are storytellers. The negotiator, whose intelligence and empathy welcome others into scientific discovery. The symbolic neurotransmitter is Oxytocin. That makes sense. Queens. Storytellers. Negotiators. The Queen of Bunsen burners. Carl Sagan was an astrophysicist whose imagination and critical thinking helped to advance human understanding in the fields of astronomy, cosmology, and natural science. Although his scientific contributions were many, he is best known for producing books and television shows that brought wonder and excitement of scientific exploration to a worldwide audience. So great was his passion for communication that he helped create the recorded messages sent into space on the Voyager spacecraft. Human greetings offered to whatever distant life forms might someday discover them. Carl Sagan's balance of analytical discipline and enthusiastic wonder allowed him to grasp and achieve what either characteristic alone could not. A charismatic storyteller unites many such diversities, qualities, warmth and criticism, strength and vulnerability, passion and practicality into a single engaging personality, bringing together a diverse audience to listen and explore. Bunsen burners. Scalpels. Beakers. Magnifiers. And let's pause again while I ponder a little bit more. Bringing the story to life with Artist and biologist Ernest Haeckel remains widely known today for his many books of intricate illustrations in the realm of animal, plant, and microscopic life. In his lifetime, his work helped explain Darwin's theories to the general public. His perceptive and wide-ranging analysis mapped a genealogical tree of Earth's life forms, dividing and defining living organisms according to species, genus, family, and order. His drive to observe, categorize, and communicate his findings about the world's species created a wellspring of practical knowledge. Even as the world is divided into sections and categories, a storyteller gathers strength and wisdom to achieve a common purpose. While you may be tempted to let emotion dictate your actions, the solution may require direct observation and intellectual investigation instead, bringing the story to life. With concise observation and intellect. Showing and bringing together John Muir spent years exploring and living in the Sierra Nevada mountains, where he correctly theorized that the region's cliffs and valleys were shaped by the by the formation and movement of glaciers. His books, articles, and skills of persuasion supported the preservation of wilderness areas and natural resources. He was instrumental in the establishment of Yosemite as one of the United States' first national parks. It is important to observe, embrace, and preserve things we love and communicate our emotions in empathetic ways. John Muir was a storyteller who communicated not simply the mechanics of nature, but its value. His example reminds us that heartfelt reverence for nature and scientific study of the world around us can together enrich our feelings and spirituality and wonder. Frank Oppenheimer. Frank Oppenheimer stands before the Exploratorium in San Francisco, the vibrant, interactive science museum he founded after a career as a physicist and science educator. The simple exhibit in his hands is an example of many the simple exhibit in his hands is an example of many designed to engage people of all ages in the joy of experimentation, invention, and discovery. His work with his brother J. Robert Oppenheimer at the Manhattan Project had produced vital and controversial advancements in nuclear physics. Forever afterward, Frank Oppenheimer was driven to communicate with others the excitement and wonder of the positive realms of science and play. His balance of authority with compassion and creativity compromise united many communities to create an engaging public legacy that extends its influence for generations. Bringing together and sharing. Knowledge. And let's call that good for this morning. And I probably ran over the 15 minutes. I sure did. Oh well. This will go up on YouTube. Stay safe, everybody. Peace. Love you all. Doodles.